All hail the
Give us
magic
Magia,
console. The
one of the few girls who
council.
stand above all of the others in the
I went
region,
from
and the only
conch
guild
to
be run
council
by
to
two
console.
guild leaders,
No,
the
I.
Diabolus twins. The first twin,
Magic
Brandon, is a very
Council.
skilled user of sky
The
magic.
end.
His abilities quickly developed into something bigger than he and his brother could ever imagine.
A skip
The
button.
second twin,
And there. Perfection. Nice looking place. Oh, the trees, leaves are flowing. That's nice.
I believe his office should be just up here.
Gotta be around here somewhere, right?
So,
You brought the papers, right, brother?
Oh crap, I was supposed to bring that? Well.
Can't get those.
Grandmaster Jonathan.
Oh, hello, Richard. How are you?
I'm doing fine myself, and so is my brother.
Nice to see you guys
Hello.
again. How can I help you?
Well,
I
know
would
you're
like
ill
4
for the
Big
meeting,
Macs.
but we had a pressing matter that just came to our doorstep. You want to hand him the papers?
Ah, yes, here you are.
Papers. Papers for what?
Well,
Inmo.
Yes.
Who's Inmo?
he's actually some of the new quests you've posted up. He is one of the S-class quests. He was the one behind the destruction of some villages.
I got better.
Oh,
It's got better.
Okay, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I prefer the
We
term
helped
Kremlin,
Adam
thank you.
stumble into our guild asking to become a member, and explaining how he has explosive combustion powers that he can't
It's
control.
Combustion Man!
so
Yeah, we're looking to take him under our wing.
well, I mean, seeing as the guild is filled with ex-cons, you know, I see it is a worthy cause to help Inmo out, try to help him control his powers. So, just with these papers, I think we could establish that he'll be under your guys' guild and serve the rest of his sentence with you guys. Then, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were
Yeah.
hoping to hear.
That's what we're looking for, yeah.
I'm all game with it.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, I'm also all gay with it. Game, sorry.
Without you. You know, it's good that we could finally get this guild up and running, and then now we'll be able to help criminals that don't necessarily deserve to be in prison.
Of course, that's very noble of your guys' guild. I mean, I'm just glad to see the growth of Divinit's Magia.
Thank you, Jonathan. I mean,
Yes.
me and my brother here, we've been working really hard.
And I'm sure glad the
Indeed.
magic console will be going
Since we've
great.
Coming along with the members.
Yeah.
The hot-headed ones especially. Well, we'll leave you to it. I know you've got a lot of
Yeah.
work to do before the meeting later, and
There's-
we'll be around for that.
I have a lot to get ready for, especially with Inmo. Gotta get him registered now before the meeting, so let's I'm gonna get straight to that right now for you guys.
Okay. Well,
Thanks,
we'll
much
be on.
appreciate.
There's a couple
Of
things
course.
we gotta do
Tactical
around the city
tickler.
before the meeting.
Yeah.
Alright, well, good luck with your task, gentlemen.
You too,
Thanks.
my friend.
That's what I was doing.
Alright. So, what sort of boat do you think we need to be buying for the guild?
Yeah.
One of the
Good question.
actual nose varieties.
I mean,
Definitely
I
gonna
don't
need to
think-
be sturdy with our lot.
Yes, we're gonna need something.
We got
strong.
scurvy. Oh, it's sorry,
Maybe
sturdy.
Mario, Zaro.
Ah, yes. And newly acquired Inmo.
And yeah, that's a good point. We might have to get some enchants done to protect the boat, to be honest. Looks like there's some nice ones over here.
Oh,
But I
yeah,
don't
so
know
there
if this
is.
one's big enough. You know, since we are planning to do the S-class trials this year,
Yes.
we're gonna need to take a boat somewhere to a specific island for testing.
Yeah, this one's definitely a little bit on the smaller end.
I don't think we'd all fit and have a good time on this one.
Definitely not.
Nope.
I think this one might be the same size. It's just got a big plank of wood on it.
Yeah. Definitely not
Well,
that one either.
I feel like they all look the
It's
same
definitely
after a while.
Steadiness to it. It's carrying
Holding
lots of
that,
wood.
yeah.
It's holding that. It's got steadiness to it, and they're putting a crane on it. Looks like there's a larger one over here.
Oh,
This
Hello.
looks pretty big.
this is rather Interesting.
Mm.
Yeah. What is this?
It's rather big.
Very steady. Model de chasseur Oceanique Galante.
That's a lot of words.
Well, I guess this one has a name.
That's a
That's
good
fancy.
start. We don't have to name it, although I pretty much guarantee the guild
Reminds me
won't
of
name it.
Season 1 Duel Monsters.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Richie, where I think
And
he
they
had a
gotta fight
fight at
over
one
it.
point.
Looks like
Of
there's a lot of
course.
cabins down here too. A lot of room.
Oh,
This is a
Definitely
pretty good
room.
size.
Or at least not
a
Season
lot of
1. They have more
storage,
Battle
lot
City.
of- oh wow. There's even a rather interesting area down here too.
Oh, yeah. That is a very interesting area. Looks like we're gonna have to get you out of there. Oh, nice.
The magic will do.
I'm not sure how steady it is.
Well, it's
Yeah,
still
there
above
is that
water,
factor.
so I say it's pretty steady.
Come over here. Looks like there's another one. This one has some gold trimmings on it. Might be a little bit more steady.
Oh,
It's
this
pretty
is
big.
rather beautiful.
I think it might be
Looks-
around the same size. It's just a little bit more fancy.
Hmm.
Might make it a little steadier with the metal around the sides. This one got a name. Looks like it's the same brand.
Okay, that's not a good start.
How's the downstairs look?
Pretty much the same. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same layout. Oh,
This
looks
one
like
has a
it's
bit
flooding.
of a leak.
That's not a good sign for trying to
A
sell
boat,
us a
yeah,
boat.
not
True.
wrong. Same size though, which is nice.
I'm not too
It
sure.
reminds
how I
me of a
feel about
Who's
this one.
Line skit.
Yeah, not with the little leak.
Leakage
What is the
doesn't
last
really
thing you
excite
want to
certain
hear
boats.
when getting on a
It's
cruise ship?
magic going
Welcome
on.
to Titanic
Probably
2!
gonna get a little crazy at some points.
I'm just very glad we don't have any fire wizards.
Yeah.
At least we don't need
know
that.
how much we could protect against that.
Yeah, especially out of a
Fire
wooden
wizards burning
boat.
down the boat.
Any more lying around?
What's this over here? Looks like this one's empty. Ooh,
Okay.
that's a really big one.
Oh wow. Now this. Oh, she's a
Oh,
beauty.
this one.
It's a boat.
This one might be difficult to get on.
Guess we can use our magic.
Yeah.
They
not
couldn't
ideal,
afford a
but it's
plank?
little difficult.
I mean, it had to be a big plank to be fair,
Get
but
on the roof.
I did. There we go.
I'll make it. Oh wow, this is spacious. This is might be a
No.
bit too big.
Potentially. It's very
I mean,
nice,
really,
though.
you're going boat shopping.
Yes. Massive.
And then
This
again,
goes up
my
right
philosophy
there.
with this is probably the same with my car philosophy. Does it work?
Okay.
Yes,
There's on
I'll
the
take
side.
it.
There is. They're at the very end.
But it's not some fancy limited edition plus ultra version with flat
There's
screen
a lot of
TV and
room.
blah 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 blah. Does
Yeah.
it work?
We
Yes.
have members, but we
Thank
don't have
you.
that many. This could move.
I take it a lemon
entire
more
guild.
easily, but you know what? I get something that
Literally.
works.
All too. Right, it seems like there's
Okay.
there's a higher part up here too.
Oh.
So take this all the way. So
I
it
think
looks
I
like
can
there's
do car
3
shopping
floors on this
regularly.
boat.
I don't shop for cars. I don't even have a car.
Oh yeah. Here we
Higher.
go.
Holy.
Anyway,
Ah.
This might be out of our budget too.
Yeah.
I assume this is an expensive boat.
For the size, would not surprise me.
Either
Goes
way, I
right
feel like
down.
the name of the boat is the
I could
Britanic,
run on one of these boats. Do you choose to go with
sister
one?
of the
Hmm,
Titanic,
yeah,
who outlived her
custom build.
brother. Was that the Olympia?
Yeah,
No.
we're gonna need some.
I'm pretty sure there was a
reinforcement
Britanic.
for sure. There's some
Yeah.
nice ones over here actually.
And then eventually I think sank,
This one might be a
unfortunately,
bit
because
small. Can't-
stop naming ships
Yeah.
anything Tanic.
Still good
little
for a
bit too
party
small.
of 2, but
Yeah, there's no way.
anything big
there's
than
no below
that?
deck. We're definitely gonna need a below deck.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
And then Shadow the Skeleton Horse flies overhead.
Looks like there's one more boat. You can see the sails right here.
Oh, yeah.
How are you looking?
Could you forge me a boat?
It's not in the water yet. It looks like the way on is on the other side.
It's like a morphinator.
Yes, so it is.
Again, far too small.
Bollocks.
Definitely small. Oh, it looked a lot bigger from below.
It did, didn't it?
That's how they get you.
You get up here and it's a little bit smaller. This
bit
won't do transporting the entire guild to an island.
Hmm.
But not to worry, we have time. The S-Class trials aren't going to be for a little while.
That's true.
But
Guess we'll
we
have
should
to
be prepared.
put in a custom request.
Now, what time is it? How long have we got to the meeting?
Not too long, actually.
Well, we're on the other side of the town, so we should probably head back over there.
It's a good idea. Let's do that.
Late, especially since we're talking about the wandering coins.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that.
Yeah,
I remember.
that.
That's not going to go down well.
I don't think so. I'm interested to see what everyone's going to have to say.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't turn into a crazy finger-pointing madness again.
Doesn't every meeting go like that?
Mm.
Yeah, everyone's usually at each other's throats. I like to think we stay pretty calm.
Are we,
Think that all you want doesn't
Let's
make it
wait to
true.
Welcome.
So we
everybody,
just
to
wasted
the
our
Grand
time.
Magic
Well, better
Council
waste your
meeting.
time than waste your money.
Looks like we got everybody here, but I'd like to introduce someone new. We have Silver. Everybody welcome Silver.
Hello, I guess.
Hello,
Hi.
Silva.
Greetings.
nice to
So-
meet you.
I'd like
Tell us why you should join Organization
You
13.
wearing a bear hat?
It's a panda hat.
My panda's white.
You wearing a bandana?
It's very
Yeah.
professional.
Anyway,
Organization 13 would be far more entertaining if one person was just randomly wearing a panda hat.
first point I'd like to
Be something interesting to look at during those cutscenes.
point out that Reaper, sad to say, has been killed, and for about a month now, we've had about an empty spot. That
And
needs to
we've
be filled
only
up.
acknowledged that he's dead
We have
now?
Silver here to fill that spot.
Oh, just a spot.
That brings
Okay.
up a new idea of the Wandering Coins Guild. Now, any opinions on that? More than welcome.
Which means
to
that they
speak
just
up.
walk around going, "You got any coins, sir?
The
Spare
guild's
change?"
vote was clear and obvious that Silver was the leader, and that's just how it should be. I think it's
Alright.
up to us to
It's not
accept it.
really
as
our
it.
business.
As they choose.
Exactly.
Mm,
Do
nothing
we
to do with
not
it.
want to
Did
tackle?
that cat just talk?
Excuse me.
Silo.
The kitten. The kitten's talking? Anybody else hearing the kitten talk?
It's Silver,
cat
that's my
knows.
second in command. That's Lofo.
Wait.
He's a very
Everybody
powerful
has.
kitten.
Oh, what the heck? There's a big guy. You guys all have second people. I don't have anybody.
Yeah, this is my second in
Uh,
command, Brent.
I got
Well,
my
this is-
second in command right here. I was. Yep, right. His name's Fred.
Is that?
Everybody say hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Stuffed animal?
That's a stuffed teddy bear.
That is Fred.
For all we know, that thing could have special magical powers that we don't
Is there no
understand.
qualifications for becoming a guild leader?
I mean, you got a kitten.
Well,
Yeah,
again,
I am not a cut.
He's
It's
strong,
racist.
It's fine.
yeah.
Because
Well,
everything's racist.
the
Just
wandering
because he's
coin.
not wearing like a shirt or
It's
anything doesn't make him strong.
2022, and if you are racist, we're claiming that I'm not racist.
Well, regardless, I think the wandering coin made their clear decision pretty clear in their vote. It's not up to us to decide who becomes the guild leader of that guild.
It's
not
their
our guild.
guild business.
Alright, well, now that it's very clear and obvious, we have Silver here that is going to be leading the Wandering Coins.
So,
So
before we move on, can we kind of tackle, like, why the previous guild leader died? Do you know?
Well, we've been doing our investigations and we're still looking into it heavily, but we have some suspicions, but no names will be brought up currently, but we are free to speak about it if anybody wants to mention anything. Reaper's loss was pretty devastating to all of us, so...
He was a close friend of all of us. Maybe it's Silver.
Replaced by a
has something to
Hydronoid.
that, Since it is.
No one's gonna get that.
True.
Well, we'll be conducting our own.
No one's gonna get that, but it's gonna ring a
That's what we're
bell.
gonna do, right, Fred? Fred, I have my,
Sorry,
my
Fred
lead man
Burger.
on it.
Okay.
Very well.
Okay, well, I do want to bring up the fact that there's been some disappearances around the town, so I don't know if that has to do with the previous guild leader.
Which part of town?
Reaper was not a murderer.
What?
Uh,
I don't think she's
No,
getting
I'm not saying that he's a murderer. It's just like maybe he disappeared the same way.
Oh no, Reaper was murdered.
Reaper was
And he
murdered
didn't
by
disappear.
who? Silver.
Perhaps the
I
others
don't
were
know.
murdered as
I
well.
didn't see it.
I have to
Whoever
agree
it was
with.
came from the shadows.
Is that a?
From the shadows, huh?
It was quick.
Hmm?
Nobody saw anything. It was straight from the shadows. Panic,
like-
outrage.
Hmm?
I'd like to specifically point in the direction of Grimshade here.
Are you
I
blaming
blame-
us for
yes.
the murders of Reaper?
Well, you do have a reputation for
And
doing
they've been
some
shadows.
Just because
crazy
my magic
things.
is shadow magic doesn't mean that I was the one that killed him. Must I remind you that Reaper was a great friend of mine as well?
I mean, according to
I
my guild,
guess.
you guys were enemies. Pretty
We had
new to
our-
the guild, but
Recent disputes, and most of his guild didn't agree with our methods.
Well, what
But-
about the other people in your guild? Maybe they have something to do with it?
Perhaps you
I
do not
doubt
have a tight leash on them.
You know, sometimes the leader doesn't always have eyes everywhere. You know, maybe
Do we-
Bren has any
Do we have any
insight on this?
evidence?
I think you'd be sorely mistaken that I do have eyes quite everywhere. It's part of my power. But
Stop
I can
watching
assure
me
you
in
there
the
was none of
showers,
my
damn
guild
it.
members that have done any of these senseless killings. It's not part of our morale or our motto. And if it were,
I mean,
I would
that's.
punish them
I mean,
severely.
I'm not trying to point fingers or anything here, but I want to point out that there's only 2 guilds here currently that are having weapons out.
Okay, well, then I also want to point out with the fact that you knew it was a death rather than a disappearance.
Saw the body. I was there when he was murdered, as was all of my guild.
And you don't know who did it?
Like I said, all we saw was something from the shadows. It was quick, faster than anything we've ever seen before.
Okay, no offense, but that's quite sketchy.
These are all pointless accusations.
Agreed. There are more
You know,
users of
you
shadow.
accuse each other.
We have no evidence, we're just pointing fingers.
and again, if this came from the shadow, I can always consult the spirits and see if they saw anything on the day of Reaper's death.
That would be appreciated, Michael.
Of course.
Well, about those disappearances, we'll have to look into those too. Silver, with that very interesting accusations here, we'll take those into consideration and see what can be done. Do not take this as a threat at all towards your guild, Michael.
I never would.
Fucker.
Just making that clear. And let's all move on from this point, yeah? You could agree on that?
They're good.
Yep.
Fine to me.
I suppose if I'm allowed to conduct my own investigation on the side.
Yeah, I mean, each guild is welcome
You
to
can investigate
do
my
their own
sandwich as you make it
investigations,
for me.
but keep in mind that there has been some conflict in the past amongst us, and I don't want any biased opinions here.
Fair enough.
All right.
Look into it in a fair manner.
Thank you.
As will I.
Are we still not thrown off by the cat?
No,
It's
there's
going
nothing.
to throw you off if you
Nothing.
keep talking.
You couldn't throw me off if you try, little thing.
Bofo's been second in command for the Protectors for ages.
No,
It
he's not doing a
feels
very good
weird
job
hearing
protecting me.
Xylo and not being
I mean,
behind him after so
He's
long.
protected me for quite a while, so.
You not just come here and shout disrespect.
I mean, I'm new to my guild.
Anyways, moving on.
Yes.
So, I'd like to discuss the Grand Magic Games.
Grand Magic Games.
Grand Magic Games.
You all are aware of the Grand Magic Games, no?
Let me get the Goblet of
Of
Fire.
course, it's been what, how long since the last Grand Magic Games was held?
Far too
Quite
long.
a while.
Question:
Yes.
What's the Grand Magic Games?
The
Hey,
description is in the name.
What? Not allowed to ask questions in this council?
No, it's fine. Just assume that you would understand what the Grand Magic
He
Games.
just has a panda hat on.
Matthew, like,
Sorry,
It's a
I'm
pretty
new
known
here.
event, too.
Yes,
Well,
what
the Grand Magic Games is when the guilds compete amongst each other. You send your wizards in to battle, to compete in multiple events. It's really great. It's an awesome way to see talent and see how the guilds have grown, honestly. So I'd really recommend that you build up your guild, Silver, and participate in the Grand Magic Games, because this is everybody from all around comes
Oh
to
yeah,
see
of course. My guild's ready. Yep. Fred,
Mhm.
make sure they're ready.
Same
Get my
here,
best man
and
on it.
batteries ready.
Of course. We find our strongest guild members and we send them in to compete. For more than just, just Bragging rights, of course. Nothing more.
Glory.
It wouldn't be an anime
Honor.
adaptation without
Respect.
some tournament arc.
I look at it as a great learning experience for all kinds of mages and wizards. You guys.
I look as an
learn
opportunity to
plenty
kick your
from
ass.
the Grand Magic Games. It's going to be very exciting, I think.
Say
Absolutely.
It's,
Grandmaster Jonathan.
It is up to you.
Well, we should establish a date and start planning forward to the Grand Magic Games.
Of course.
Sounds like a plan.
What could possibly go right?